I was told that was done by a man who by now is famous with the name Kimurica, when he was not yet famous, and he started his first piece of art, and that is the result of his first serious artwork. Okay, so I can say it in a short sentence, we all have to start somewhere. Okay. So anyway, it is a Japanese maple, and of course the problem with this maple was right from the beginning that it was very, very lousy material, and it was almost impossible to do anything normal with it. So he did something unnormal, and I think it's fine. Okay, it's very much styled, meaning this is not a bonsai that wants to look like a tree. This is a tree that wants to look like a bonsai. And he was doing something to style something that it looks styled. Nothing wrong with that. But the opposite would also be possible, to make it look like a real tree. Then of course you would have to take off this long branch, you would have to sort of castrate the whole tree, which we don't want to do that. Okay, so this is nice. The problem was always from the first day that this is the front, but the nebare is not at all good from the front. Right? Now many amateurs think, they know that, I mean they're not blind, they know that the nebare is not good, so they think, okay, well, but the crown is nice, and one day the nebare will also be nice. I hate to tell you the truth, the day will not come. In 50 years you will be very old, and the nebare will be much bigger, but it will still be very wrong, ugly. Okay? So if the nebare is not right, it will never be right. So this, from that side, would have always been a good front from the nebare. The nebare is the weakest part of that, but you chose that one. So can we change that? Yeah, we can slightly change that by looking at the tree from here. Fine. You of course have wired in an, would I dare I say, in an unorthodox way. Okay, there is better ways to wire a tree, but we all have to start somewhere. Now, there is many bonsai masters who would ask you to take off that whole wire immediately and wire again. I don't do that because I don't want to discourage my students. So this is, this is about the worst wiring I've seen in a long time. But at least you wired that tree. You know, I meet a lot of people who do bonsai since 20 years, and they tell me that it's not necessary to wire. But you at least tried. Okay. And the wire has to do the job, and the job is not to look beautiful. So it's only a side thing. I'm not telling you to be sloppy on purpose, but it's much better to do something than to do nothing. But the job of the wire would, by the way, be much better if you had wider angles. I mean, you coiled it like that. If you did much wider angles, not 45 degrees as the book says, but 60 degrees or 30 degrees, like that, it would look better, and you would use less wire, and it does a better job. Okay, and then of course you did another thing. You left the wire on the last time too long, and it bites in, or the other way around. The tree grows into the wire. Basically, that's what's happening, and that would be a scar for a very, very long time. So you made all the mistakes that are possible, and it's okay. The wonderful thing with Japanese maples is that they are forgiving. You see how nice that tree is? See, this is a wonderful, nice foliage. So they forgive everything, whatever you do here. And what can we from now do with that tree? Okay, now watch it. This is a bit much. How about that? See what's happening? I've lowered the tree. I'm giving it even more one-sidedness, clearly. This is now all of a sudden the top, and I think it's more elegant in that way. It's very simple to cut this off and bring something maybe back here, bring this over here and look at it a bit from diagonally so that you see the nibari. Okay, now second look before I really give you that advice. My experience is that I just leisurely see something, say something, and then I turn around and the student really does it. Ooh, somebody's listening to me. Speak to my wife, okay? so I must be very careful of what I'm suggesting. He may even do it. Okay, a very, very different thing. You will not do it, but just to see. You see, I cut this off. See what a different tree that is. All of a sudden, it's a high, elegant tree. But this is much better that way. And it's looking at it from this side. Okay, Kimurica.
Master Kimurica.
Master. Kimurica-san.